A walk in their shoes. Can you imagine waking up on a beautiful morning, really early, not to get ready to go to work or dress for school, but to walk miles to go fetch a jerry can of water? You probably couldn't, because this is not our reality, but to many women and children, walking miles for water 3 or 4 times a day is the norm. During our service learning trip to Uganda, we built sustainable water tanks and planted trees to hopefully help the quality of life for members of the Chandamakaka village, but most importantly, we took a walk in someone else's shoes. You find the most out about people, who they are, and what they need as a community when you spend a couple of days living their lives, which is what we tried to do while we were in Uganda. The people of the Chandamakaka village are amazing people, and among the most hospitable that I've ever met. They were all very nice, helpful, and even with the language barrier, easy to talk to. It was with spending time with the community members, learning about their daily struggles, and retrieving water that I realized how something I take for granted at home is so important to others elsewhere. I realized that the livelihoods of people in the village were constantly threatened, having to walk miles daily to fetch water. It resonated with me that even if we as students didn't think we were making a difference or touching people's lives at first, we were. The project through the 4 days we worked on it became more and more interesting. When I think of a water tank, I think of a machine-made infrastructure in the ground, but nothing about our water tank was machine-made. It was made with hard work, sweat, and a good old hammer and a nail. Although we struggled at first with the manual labor, the people of the village helped us as much as they could, and even laughed at us when we made a couple of mistakes. But it was then that I realized it was not so much about what we were doing wrong, but more so about what we were doing right. We may have been hitting the nails wrong and taking a long time to cut the logs, but at the same time, we were being positive, interacting with the people around us, and learning from them. So in the end, we all had a good laugh. We made new friends, built a number of trees, and all in all, we learned how to do things differently from what we normally would. Ultimately, at the end of our trip, we shared a number of enjoyable moments with the villagers and the people of Uganda in general, which made leaving really difficult and made me personally wish we could have spent more time in the country. But even though I have left physically, a part of me is still in Uganda and they with me. You see, it wasn't until I lived the life of another that I really realized how fortunate I am. I have gained a different perception of life as a whole and take a different approach to former problems. I no longer take 30-minute showers or leave the faucet running while I brush my teeth. I have a newfound appreciation for everything I have and what I have been given. All I can wish is that the people in Uganda can take a step in our shoes and continue the journey to building more water tanks and a better life. Thank you.
Hey, louder, dude. I can't go in the jungle, the mighty jungle. No, you're singing really high. I can't go that high.
Have you all seen Pineapple Grove? Pineapple Grove? The lion. Yes, thank you, thank you.